Kemba Walker, his 5th year from UConn, was tremendous in the NCAA tournament. Taking him some time to find himself in the NBA, but now playing, as we mentioned at the top, like an all-star. Nicholas Batum working it, and Zeller gets himself another easy deuce. Zeller coming in averaging just under 9. One of the brothers, Zeller, his older brother Tyler, Tar Heel, playing with Boston. The brother Luke had a cup of coffee with Phoenix. Courtney Lee, that is for 3. Lee, they added him to the roster on February 16th, playing with a 6th different NBA team in 8 years. As Thompson blocks the shot of Walker and a foul. Well, he's got a pretty good touch now from what, about 20 and in?
He does. But again,
is it that much harder? Another 3 feet 9 inches?
Every step back is that much harder. And you've got to take a lot of them. Again, there's Kemba knocking down a long-range jump shot. Anything done, you've heard the old phrase, you know, we need 10,000 hours of work. You need to be repetitious. Well, you're trying to form good habits, and the only way to form good habits is to do it right all the time.
8 unanswered for the Sixers to lead by 3. They have a 42-31 record. That's good for the number 6 spot in the East. But things still very fluid as far as the Eastern Conference playoff race is concerned. There's Lee getting by everybody, and he was drilled as well by Elton Brand. One more at the line as the Sixers commit the first turnover of the game for either team. Now the Sixers give it up again. This time Lee running with Lamb, and he'll solo.
That time EB getting the better of it with some hesitation, pump fakes, and quick up to the glass.
Number 44, the rookie out of Wisconsin, Frank Kaminsky for the first time. That would be Kaminsky, Frank the Tank, as he was known. 3-guard lineup for Brett Brown. Make it 4 guards, why not? I don't know who the power forward is. I'll let everybody guess as Brand is interrupted by Jefferson.
Big Ten Player of the Year, that is nothing to laugh about. That is a big deal when you consider the kind of players that come through that conference.
Carl Landry is back. You're mentioning Marshall covering Kaminsky. Well, he just blocked a shot, but Kaminsky had the putback. Robert Covington relieving his teammate, Nick Stauskas, who supplied 9 points in a 10-minute run. Credit a tip in there to Nick Batum. Jorge Gutierrez, he's 6'3", 190, and he is the understudy for the guy on the bench, Kemba Walker. Let's get in there ostensibly for Jeremy Lin. And if his team continues to improve, they'll get serious consideration as Jefferson got 2 inside. Being shorthanded, that's a shot they need to fall. Kaminsky, by the way, has played in all but 1 game, and this is rookie season. Averages 7, plays about 21 minutes a game. He caps an 8-0 run.
Along with Alonzo Mourning and one other guy, we saw his son play a couple days ago. Del Curry was on that Hornets team back in the day.
He needs one of those hot stretches. That'll get the Sixers back in it. An unconscious Isaiah Cannon. In the meantime, he led the Sixers with 22 in their loss Sunday in Oakland. He comes in averaging just under 9. Nick Batum, second to Walker, averaging just over 15. This would be Zeller, the 7-footer, goes charging into Cannon. The offensive foul. Every big man's dream is to be in the open floor of the basketball.
Yeah, but every big man's dream has to have the part of, hey, let's not embarrass ourselves attached to it as well. Isaiah, seeing that coming from 3 weeks ago, gets himself ready. That's a no-brainer. Give the ball up and then just fill a lane. You'll get it back, I promise. And if you don't, you should talk to your guards about figuring out how to reward big guys. I'm reminded of James Harrison in the Super Bowl when he ran it all the way back and how exhausted he was by the time he got to the other end zone. Just not used to doing that.
Wow, Nick Batum with quite a shot for a 3-pointer. At least that's the way they signal it initially. One of the officials definitely had an arm up. There is Zeller. Cody Zeller, not only scoring but rebounding as well.
That's one of the few times Hollis forced the shot that time. No offensive rebounders were anywhere near the lane anticipating his miss.
Sixers forced to play small, so now Cannon has to deal with the 6'9" Marvin Williams. Batum, a rather healthy three. That's Williams putting it back.
You thought you were going to try to initially post up Williams being covered by Cannon. They don't get that, but the shot goes up, realizing he still has the advantage. Isaiah not able to block him out. Williams pounds the boards.
Well, Smith with no outlet, and Courtney Lee, always very good defensive player, comes up with a turnover, and Walker gets the layup, and Brett Brown wants a timeout. Walker for three. Walker for three. We're on Comcast Sportsnet. Sixers and the Charlotte Hornets. Not only the third of four meetings this season, but the first in a home and home. The Sixers will be in Charlotte on Friday. And we'll have it for you on Comcast Sportsnet. Same start time for our game coverage at 7 o'clock. Nick Batum tipping it in. Kemba Walker out there, along with Courtney Lee. Cody Zeller has been tough to stop. He's been the man. Again, it's Walker and Lee in the backcourt. We mentioned Zeller, Williams, and Batum the forwards. That would be Williams thinking three. Zeller again, he was hit and fouled. It'll be 2 at the line for Cody Zeller, who hasn't missed tonight. 5 of 5 for his 12 points. Courtney Lee, the 16th block of the year, is Smith at 6 feet, blocking the shot of the guy who's got the ball now, the 6'9" Marvin Williams.
And let me just tell you how it works in the locker room. Marvin Williams is going to probably hear about that for like the next 10 days to 2 weeks, because there's no excuse for that. There's no reason why a point guard should block a 6'9" guy at the rim. Marvin should take him and the ball and stuff him in the basket. Did not.
Boy, Landry looking for a foul called. Instead, it's just out of bounds off of him.
Good rotation by Williams that time, coming along the baseline. Same kind of defense he was taught under Dean Smith. I should say Roy Williams, who taught Dean Smith at UNC.
Walker for three. Marvin Williams. That's quite a play by Williams. Cannon thinking he's got the rebound. Williams out of nowhere knocks it off of him, out of bounds. And ultimately, the Hornets keep it here with a fresh 24. That's good hustle by Marvin Williams. Smart play.
Just show you how smart he is. Graduated from UNC after leaving early while he was in the NBA. He said anybody can close out on me, but not Ish Smith. Got his number.
Hey, the big stat tonight, 3 blocks for Ish Smith. Cody Zeller, talk about big numbers. He's got 18 in the game. His career high set earlier this year, 23. And by the way, now Nicholas Batum has himself a triple-double. Cannon bumping Lamb. That'll put the Sixers in the penalty and send Jeremy Lamb to the line.
EB not afraid to mix it up, but also smart enough to use his head out there. Doesn't have to wrestle with Al Jefferson if you can pull him outside like that with Kemba, knock it down.
And you know what? That entire time he was talking Kendall Marshall around the Jefferson screens, but Walker has his way anyway as he drills the three. For Walker, his third of the game, he's got 13. The Sixers now find themselves down a dozen for Covington's third. The Sixers 12 of 32 from beyond, as Billy Lang told Molly French at halftime. The Sixers need to launch their share of threes to hope to produce enough to stay in it. In the meantime, the guy with a triple-double will set the Hornets for you. Jorge Gutierrez for the injured Jeremy Lin, along with Jeremy Lamb. Jefferson, who just laced 2 with Kaminsky and Batum. Normally, Elton Brand will hold back on those shots, but I guess he figures even he has to score a little bit.
Well, he's got to keep the defenders honest as well, and if he doesn't become a threat, they're just going to play off him and double team other guys, so he's doing them a favor.
Gutierrez for Jefferson, and he was fouled. Grant Holmes will not be available in the second of this home and home. That'll be Friday in Charlotte. Sixers back home to take on Indiana. That'll be the night after on Saturday. Nick Batum, he of the triple-double tonight.
To go small more than they're accustomed to against this bigger Hornets team.
At times, Brett Brown literally playing 4 guards as Courtney Lee gets all the way to the cup. be competitive in a game where they're playing only 10 and really just 9. Christian Wood, token minutes for him. Carl Landry in for Elton Brand, and Brand ran 19 minutes in the game, had 7 and 9 boards. It's Walker again, and he buries the 3. Kemba Walker. I thought we were going to have a replay of some sort, but just an official disposing of something at the scores table.
House cleaning.
Yep. Now they say 2.9 to shoot for the Hornets. That's a horse of a different color. Oh no, as Thompson fouled Nick Batum with 1.3 to shoot. Well, guess what? Points in the paint, 46-18 in favor of Charlotte. There you go, to your point.
Yep, a concerted effort made by the visiting team, and it worked.
Lee for 3, and that's a big one for the Hornets. Courtney Lee. We have number 50, the 7-year veteran Tyler Hansbrough, who is more or less out of the rotation. A guy who was a rotation player previous years. Good job by Steve Clifford and his team in the first of the home and home. They'll meet again on Friday. That'll be in Charlotte, a 15-point victory for the Hornets as they win it by a final of 100-85.